So Brad, you're obviously a very popular, self-proclaimed all-natural bodybuilder, and so I have a very simple question, and please, just be honest.
Sure, mate. Ask me anything you want.
Alright, are you natural?
I'm a natural-born athlete, son.
Yeah, but are you a natural athlete?
I instinctively know what my body needs, and so I'm not afraid to push myself. What are most people doing currently? Sitting at home, lazy, watching Netflix, eating a load of junk. I mean, that is not the natural way of a human being. Whereas me, I'm living out my primal essence. Doesn't get more natural than that, mate.
Right, well, you're obviously jacked.
Thanks for noticing.
And so how did you get that big?
From years of hard work and dedication, mate. It's not that complicated. See, most people can't do that, and they simply don't have the edge that I do.
Alright, and what is that, exactly?
My attitude and discipline.
Yeah, but it is questionable whether you are a natural athlete.
Did you hear what I just said earlier? People ask questions because they don't know the answer. Because they're stupid.
Yeah, but you do understand why they would think that you're not natural.
They're entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, and it's practically impossible for you to win all those competitions unless you were, on something.
Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. See, I can win all those competitions with nothing but ramen noodles and a packet of crisps, mate.
Yeah, I'm sure you can, mate, but I think you know what I'm trying to ask you, right?
Yeah, you asked me if I'm a natural athlete, and so I answered yes. I'm a natural at what I do.
Alright, let me rephrase the question, just not to add any more further confusion, alright? Are you currently taking steroids?
I'm not currently taking anything. I mean, you can test me right now if you want, and I will not test positive. Guaranteed.
Okay, maybe not at this exact moment, but have you ever?
Have I ever what?
Taken steroids or supplements?
Well, supplements are a great benefit to my training regimen, but nothing beats a clean diet, hard work, and real food.
And what about steroids?
What about them?
Are they a small part of your diet, perhaps?
Well, there are people out there, I'm not saying any names, who probably do take steroids, but they don't work nearly as hard as I do, and they can only dream of having the same kind of results that I have.
You're a smart individual.
And you're a loquacious individual.
Loquacious. Wow. Good word. Alright, look. Your size, for most people, is just not possible.
Your girlfriend said the same thing last night.
Alright, that was kind of inappropriate. Look, what I'm trying to say is that your overall physique is just not possible without injecting some kind of steroid. Am I wrong?
Listen, mate, you gotta understand one thing about me. Is that I'm operating on a top genetic level. I'm an exceptionally unique individual.
Yeah, well, that may be the case, but come on, man, it is rather obvious. You're clearly cycling, and I don't just mean on your bicycle.
Okay, well, here's a question for you. Why do you ask stupid questions?
No, I don't think it's a stupid question at all. I think it's a perfectly reasonable, simple question that only requires a yes or no answer.
Look, I understand what you're doing. You have an agenda, you're a journalist, you've got to make a living, and I understand that, I respect it. But I don't agree with this negative mentality. You're making subtle remarks, being quite accusatory, and what you're doing is making the young people lose hope and give up on themselves. And that is a crime against humanity.
No, I'm not. I mean, I encourage everyone to work out and improve themselves, but I just don't want them to have false expectations.
So you're being pessimistic and making people not believe in themselves.
I love how you just flipped that on me. Very clever. Alright, dude. Are you on the juice?
Oh, I love juice. I love orange juice, green juice.
Fucks. You're really good at dodging questions. Just like Neo is at dodging bullets.
Well, I'm a professional, mate. There's no way you can trick me.
Trick you into what?
Saying things that show me in a bad light.
Yeah, but you have nothing to hide, do you? And I'm asking you a simple question, and that is, have you ever, in your life, been unnatural?
Alright, tell me something. Would you say that protein shakes and supplements are truly natural? Did they come from the ground, or were they designed in a lab somewhere?
Yeah, I get that.
Are any of us truly natural?
I think you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah, but you could say that we've evolved past our caveman days. Not all of us have the energy to go out and hunt in the wild when we can just get our groceries from the supermarket.
Yeah, you're going a little bit off topic here, mate, but in essence, what you're saying is that you're not that natural, but you're still a primal athlete. So, how does it even work?
I never claimed to be natural.
So you're saying you're not natural?
No, I'm not saying that I'm not natural. You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. No games. Have you ever taken steroids?
I don't even have to entertain silly questions I don't like.
Why not? I thought you were going to be honest with me.
Because they're coming from a negative place. Don't you understand? You're clearly trying to accuse me of something, and I'm not a liar.
Yeah, but you don't exactly like to come clear now, do you? And look, you agreed to come on this interview, knowing that I'm quite a risky journalist to be associated with. I mean, you being recorded right now is potentially career suicide for you.
What exactly do you want me to come clear about? I have never tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs.
Yes, but have you ever taken performance-enhancing drugs?
I've taken modafinil, for brain productivity. Kind of like that pill from Limitless. And, back in college, a few recreational drugs, just for fun, of course.
Okay, let's try something a little bit different. I have a list here of the most common drugs that bodybuilders would take when competing. Are you familiar with any of them?
I can't even pronounce the names of any of these things.
I didn't ask if you could pronounce the names. I mean, hell, I can't even pronounce the names. I'm only asking if you're familiar with any of them.
Familiar in what sense?
Like, have you ever taken one or maybe even more of any of those things?
I'm not a drug smuggler or dealer.
Sorry, are you trying to be funny? Have you ever seen any of those drugs?
You should see the other guys in the gym locker rooms.
Oh, alright. Well, how about you personally? Have you ever had any of these drugs in your hand?
If you want to test me now, we can do it.
No, that won't be necessary. I mean, I don't even have a test kit. But what I am asking is, have you ever taken any of those things in your entire life? As in, injected that shit into your ass?
What, like they do in Brazil?
We're not talking about booty gains right now.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. But it doesn't mean that I take steroids.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you're not taking steroids. In fact, it means that you most likely are.
I'm definitely not natural.
You're giving me a double negative.
Just like my test results.
But a double negative is a positive, isn't it?
Okay, I'm clearly giving you a hard time here, mate. So I'm going to give you the answer you're looking for.
Thank you.
Whatever they're paying you, I'll double it.
What? Why?
To stop asking these personal questions.
Oh, so these questions are Bit personal, are they? A little intrusive? Well, if you didn't take anything, then you'd have no problem saying so.
But that's what I've been saying this whole time.
No, look, you said you're not on them currently. And I'm trying to figure out whether you ever tried them in your life, in the past. And I get the impression that me asking you these questions are making you a little bit uncomfortable. Like they're triggering a response from your past, something you're desperately trying to hide. And so you attempt to bribe me, hoping to maintain your image and not lose your endorsement or your supplement line or whatever. I think you just expose yourself, mate.
I didn't say anything, mate.
I think that you saying everything but answering my question directly is you indirectly answering my question, which only leads me to conclude that the answer is irrefutably yes. You have taken steroids. Am I wrong?
You're wrong for doing this.
But I'm not objectively or factually wrong, am I?
You make ridiculous assumptions.
I'm just asking you a question.
This interview is over.
No, it's not. I'm kidding. Of course, you can leave now.
Oh, you're giving me permission to leave?
Oh, I thought you didn't want this interview.
Yeah, but you're giving me an attitude.
So what difference does it actually make to you? You were just about to leave.
But no one tells me to leave. That's not roid rage, by the way.
Well, if you want to carry on, be my guest.
You know what? Fuck you.
Have a nice day. Maybe I'll see you at the juice bar.